slot, and the penalty is start at the back, Peter.
And here are problems even before the race has begun. James Thompson, the man off the second row, has not made it onto the grid.
And that second row grid position, well, there is the problem. It's drive shaft, constant velocity, joint related. And what a disaster. James Thompson second in the championship, only now getting into his car, and he will have to take up position at the back of the grid alongside teammate Peter Cox.
It's a real frantic race now because everybody else is moving around to form up, and he's still got to get out there. Can he do it in time? The field has cleared away. He's now got to still carefully drive up the pit lane, not too quickly.
Very good effort, boys. Very good effort. Very good. Thank you very much.
Well pleased. He knows the team's worked flat out to get him there.
Yes, they have, and there you see the field just filing past the pit lane exit. There is the safety car and the medical car.
Good news for James Thompson. Getting out now means he doesn't have to start from the pit lane. Had he been caught in there, that would have been the problem. But he can get around now and at least join on the grid, albeit up the back. We're back in the Honda pit meantime. Phew, that was hard work. Quick regroup and a tidy up so everything is sorted in case they need to use that pit apron again.
And I bet every Honda owner wishes they could get a service that only took 6 minutes, which would normally be, well, a 6-hour job. Have a look under it and see what it is, but and it's slipping so badly, as we heard it going down the Revit Straight, there's not much they can do. They've got to get that repaired, of course. Much shorter break between race 1 and race 2.
Well, his teammate, meantime, benefits from that. David Leslie out in front, Rydell in second place. His teammate's in third, that's Vincent Rademacher. There he is on screen right behind. And Jason Plato still very much in touch, very keen to take the fight to them. Now, John Cleland on board with him, and he's run a little bit wide into Riches. Very wide, in fact, and there are Hondas passing him left, right, and centre. I don't know if he's part of the Honda bonus scheme, but he's let them both through.
It's a bit more basic than that, and really is symptomatic of John Cleland's season. It's as if his heart really has gone out of touring car racing.
Now, here's the battle for 6th position. Jean-Christophe Bouillon with his lights ablaze, and that Renault right behind him is Matt Neal, the independent in the Nissan. Bouillon trying to defend. Moving in tight into the S's. Oh, and a big leap over that inside curve. The car pig rooting as he's trying to hold off Matt Neal. Here's the view back. Neal now right behind us. Through the bomb hole, opens up a little bit of a gap there. Now here's the big sweeper. Coram, terrible corner. Very, very difficult. Off camber and fast. And on the brakes about. Now, JCB moving to cover into Russell corner. Matt Neal being held up, I think.
Matt Neal's Michelin Independent Cup car is almost a factory car, but even that can't get past a works Renault when you get caught in traffic.
No, that was first lap was nearly okay. I just the clutch started to slip after the last corner, so there was nothing I could do.
Aiello must be starting to sweat a bit by now. This championship's looking a bit untidy.
Well, the script that was written in the early part of the season, which had Aiello all over it, suddenly is getting a casting director coming in and saying maybe James Thompson's name fits the top of the list. But David Leslie's the man leading this race and putting himself back into championship contention.
Well, the man in that red Vauxhall, Ivan Muller, is not in championship contention so much. He's certainly in race action contention, though. Sparks off the front of the Vauxhall. Every time you look at him, he's trying to do a move on somebody. This time it's Jason Plato, and he's looking down the inside and he's trying to make a move on Jason Plato. Excuse me. Forces his way past, out onto the rough. Sparks as he rejoins, on board with Plato now. Can Plato fight back? He's got the momentum because Muller really slowed himself up. Side by side, tough stuff.
Jason can get down and dirty with the best of them, and Ivan Muller probably is the best when it comes to that type of driving tactic.
Well, what's going to happen? Side by side into the S's. Muller still hanging on. Not much of his bumper hanging on, but he still is. Sideways, over stiff from Muller. He's overcooked it. Plato says, not in your life, I'm back through. Side by side through the bomb hole. Plato back. Movement from Muller. Action station.
Well, real car control from Muller. I've not seen driving like that since the last time I saw Ivan Muller get it sideways.
Well, unfortunately, I've seen driving like this before. It's Anthony Reid and his pitting. And that's not the first time this season he's pulled out early, and it's terminal. Look, oil dripping all over the car, pulling into the pit lane there. Garage down, but the cameras inside the car tell the story. Oil everywhere.
Yeah, indeed, the front of the car covered, tyres, wheels, and a lot of that oil that hasn't gone onto the car will have gone onto the track, and that, with these conditions, cause a big problem for the remaining field.
Well, these two are still at play, and there's your oil. What, he's sideways for Jason Plato out of the corner. He's losing momentum. Muller's trying to fight back. JCB on the right-hand side, that's Plato's. Now, at the same time, James Thompson at the moment is still circulating. Now, safety car out. That's because they have to pick up debris left all over the track from these guys and their shenanigans.
Here's a replay of that incident down to the S's. Plato leading Thompson. Muller, what we don't see, where is Jean-Christophe Bouillon? Muller on the grass, all of a sudden, there's that impact. Unbelievable bang. Thompson just puts it into gear, drops the clutch. Alain Menu gets pushed off the track as well as he tries to take advantage of Thompson's misfortunes.
Now here's another view, James Thompson on the right. Now you can see Muller getting a little bit sideways there, and he goes down the inside. Thompson is still driving, he's got to turn in. I think in World Championship Wrestling parlance, they call that the pile driver.
But in fairness to Muller, he was on the brakes, but unfortunately they were locked.
Jason has made on the first corner a small mistake. He went oversteer. I have taken my chance on the first corner, on the second corner on braking, and then on the exit maybe he went oversteer, I don't know. And we touched quite hard. And first something broke on the rear left, and half lap after on the end of the straight when I brake, I spun in the grass, and I touched I think the Honda or something like this on the front. So big damage on the car, unfortunately. I'm very sorry for the team. He's racing.
Ivan Muller giving us his version of it. I have to say, if he was a witness in a court case, I wouldn't rely very much on his evidence.
Lights are out on the safety car. It pulls in, and we have a restart. Moving up to the line now. Everyone in formation till we cross the line. Now, and it's David Leslie in the lead. Ricard Rydell right behind him in the Volvo. Rydell's teammate Rademacher in third place, looking for his second podium of the year, and at the moment he's on track to get it.
And David Leslie really was not looking to see the safety car come out. All the good work he'd done to build up a comfortable lead has evaporated. Now he's got pressure once again from Ricard Rydell, and this is the race to the flag.
And they're working very hard, running extra wide on the exit to Sia corner, using a little bit of old tarmac on the left-hand side. They get some squirt in a straight line, that Nissan though.
We talked earlier about the development Nissan's done. Well, part of it is in terms of the engine. It's getting more powerful.
Down through the S's, plenty of curb, spirited drive from David Leslie, desperate to open up a gap straight away and break the spirit of the two men in the Volvos. There they are ahead of us. We're in fourth place now. We're on board with Jason Plato, always in the thick of it in the lead Renault. Round through Coram. Look at that Volvo of Rademacher just ahead of us, squirming, and we're catching it as well. He's having to defend. You saw Rademacher pull to the inside. David Leslie, meantime, is thinking this is all a little bit easy. Dust and muck getting kicked up. Lap 1, P1. You've only got a lap to hang on to this, David. Looks in the bag.
He's got a little bit of breathing space. He did a very good opening lap after the safety car went in. And now all he's got to do is make this final lap, not make a mistake. But fortunately, he's far enough ahead of this battling group of three cars to feel possibly he's pretty safe.
Now here's the man trying to spoil it for Vincent Rademacher, trying to deprive him of that second podium, using all of the curb on the inside. Those Volvos going very wide, getting the power down as early as they can, drafting down the back straight. Top gear over 140, down under the bridge. Everyone's got their lights on now.
And this is a little taste of what they're going to experience at 11 p.m. this evening.
James Thompson's car, look, it looks like a banana, not a car. Still running. Matt Neal, very spirited, lovely bit of car control there. Big sideways lock. There might be a little bit of oil there. James Thompson's car's moving around a lot as well, but it's lucky it's moving at all. On board with Jason Plato now, still trying to find a way past Rademacher, running out of corners. Rademacher defends, moves to the inside. Plato looking for a lunge. That's as close as you like. He's on the boot lid, looking for a tow up the hill, but it's not going to be enough. Rademacher's on the power. And David Leslie, race winner again. Rydell second, Rademacher holds on to third place.
Well done, David. Well done. Excellent race.
Formation finished for Volvo and for Renault with Rydell and Rademacher in 2 and 3. Plato.
Hodgson, he went a little bit wide. Hayden went through. Then Hayden missed a gear or something. I don't know. I sometimes wonder if the riders know what's happening. They really go at it. They're so focused. They really are. Look at these two neck and neck as they go down. Oh, they're shoulder charging each other. It's more like rugby. Emmett gave Troy Bayliss a bash with his right shoulder. Move over, that's my piece of road. No, it isn't, said the Australian. Yes, it is, said Sean Emmett. I'm on the inside for the hairpin. I've got the tarmac, and I'm in front. He is, only just, marginally. Reynolds in third. They're now easing away just by 2 bike lengths from Neil Hodgson, and still very much in touch is James Hayden. Roger, what a race.
It's absolutely fantastic. There's 5 guys here. Their will to win is phenomenal. Look at them diving across each side of the circuit. None of them want to give anything away. They all form back into formation. 130 mile an hour, lean it right, squirt on the power, through Knickerbrook, up over the blind brow here at Clay Hill before Druids. And if you've got your energy back, Barry, let's take them through Lodge for the last time.
This is the last lap, as Roger said. Away they go then under the bridge. And look over the shoulder from Sean Emmett. There's a tail ender ahead of them. Will he stay out of the way? They're choosing all sorts of lines. A foot off the footrest. Bayliss has gone through. He's gone wide. Emmett's stolen the march. Can Reynolds grab second? Fighting back again. There's contact there. I don't know who got the win. It was neck and neck. Emmett thinks he's got it. Emmett thinks he has taken the win. And, oh, that's an almighty crash. That's Paul Young, the privateer, coming in on the last lap. That is an almighty crash, and the marshal's signalling for assistance. Bayliss, too, thinks he's got the win. It's anyone's guess, as they say in the horse racing game. This has to be a photo finish. Sean Emmett got the verdict by 1/1000th of a second from Troy Bayliss. Phenomenal. In fact, half a second separated the top 5.
Sean, second in the first race today. What a fantastic win.
Yeah, I have to say, you know, first race this morning was...
Crash that Paul Young had, but I can tell you after some examination in the medical centre, Paul Young with a small shoulder injury could easily be back to race again at Knock Hill. So whilst the bike was destroyed, Paul Young will march on. A healthy 62-point lead for Paul Young, but reigning champion Phil Giles, back after 7 weeks with a broken femur, took the second race win for the private.